Well, we end each segment with something that we find to be unbelievable. And our piece tonight is something that actually happened in Tucson outside my son's school. So the last week of school, the kids were filing out of middle school, and these are 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds. And they came up with these flyers that someone was giving them. Well, my son had crumpled up the flyer because he was upset at having received it. And when he got in the car, he showed it to me. And it was being passed out by the head of a charter school who was giving flyers to children, trying to encourage them to come to his school and offering an incentive. And the incentive that he was offering the kids was $100 that they could get if they signed up at his school called the Rising School. So this was fairly troubling. First of all, the parents are all there in the parking lot. The charter school director could be speaking with them directly, but instead decided to hand these out directly to the children. So that was day one. Day two, there's another person there handing out the same flyer to the same children. So this time my son got in the car and he said, "Mom, you should really go talk to her. This is not okay." So I got out of the car and I went up to her and said, "You know, this is really not appropriate. You should be handing these out to the parents, not to 12-year-old kids. And offering an incentive like $100, something about this really doesn't feel right. And you're right outside their school." And she said to me, "Well, I'm not doing anything illegal, and I've been hired to do this by the school." And I said, "Well, it may not be illegal, but it's highly inappropriate." And I called the school and left my name and number, but never got a call back. Although in their flyer, one of their criticisms of neighborhood schools is that at our school, parents can talk directly with the school's leader rather than dealing with a distant bureaucratic central office. Well, their distant bureaucratic central office didn't feel the need to give me a call back when I called to complain. But you know, I see this as a natural extension of what happens when we treat education like a free enterprise, when we treat it like a business. Our children have become commodities. They are something that need to be lured into someone else's school, offered an incentive like $100. It does not feel appropriate. And you know, my child is not, something that we go and purchase at Sears. An education is not something that we go and purchase at Sears. Our children are not commodities. And I think this incident really illustrated to me the dangers and really the inappropriateness of turning education into a business and treating our children this way. It didn't feel right, and I hope that this kind of practice stops.